Hello, this is Bob Ryan. This is Saturday, August 23rd. I'll be reading to you the Buzz, the heat is on. So let's start with every August, the heat is on in St. Louis. We all know that. It's also true in the sports world. Take a look around the sports world where the heat is really on. The Milwaukee Brewers are turning the heat on in the entire division, sitting in first place with an incredible 79-45 record. They have won 63.7% of their games in 2025. Unbelievable. In Seattle, the heat is on for him, but the secret to many sports fans is Cal Raleigh, the Seattle catcher, who's belting out home runs galore. He has 47 round trippers, and we're already here on August 19th. It really shouldn't be a complete surprise. He hit 34 homers last year, and he has 100 home runs in his 3-year career. He's a catcher. Keep that in mind. In his first full year, he had just 22 home runs, so he's been a home run hitter from day one. Seems to me that he's escaped the usual home run crowd that incessantly hang on the coattails of home run sluggers as the heat increases when they think they're going close to the biggest record of all, the home run title. Still getting heat as his team sits in first place by 5.5 games, and expectations have raised for him, yet living up to those high expectations, Kyle Schwarber is also having a tremendous season. Schwarber already has 45 home runs and 109 RBIs. We're still in August. He has shockingly, at least to me, stolen 10 bases as he holds a .249 average. His on-base plus slugging percentage is a terrific .944. Tremendous. The heat is on several college football coaches. Sure, all the big-time, highly paid football coaches have some pressure, and everybody does, but circumstances lead to lots of preseason heat on some of them. Take a look at Brent Venable, Oklahoma's new coach. By the way, hasn't every Oklahoma coach had extreme pressure since Bud Wilkinson was there in the 50s and 60s? Unbelievable. Venable starts his 4th season as head of the Sooners. His record raises eyebrows. He has one winning season sandwiched between 2 6-7 seasons, and he hasn't won a bowl game yet. OU was 2-6 in their first season in the SEC conference last year, and 6-7 overall. While the big rival Texas won the conference, holding a 7-1 record. That really hurt them when the rival sparkles so well. Unless there's a dramatic turnaround by OU, I think that this will be the last year for Venable. Alabama's Kalen DeBoer posted a 9-4 record in his first season in Tuscaloosa. But that spoiled Crimson Tide fans seem to expect every coach to win like Bear Bryant did. Apparently, rumors make it sound like he must make the college football playoff to keep his job. In order to do that, you have to be in the top 4. Give me and Coach DeBoer a break. Times have changed. Like the ease of transferring and the NIL money makes it easier for players to come and go. And that's not the way it was when Bear Bryant was on the sidelines. But the heat will always be on at Alabama. Mizzou's football schedule might come under some heat. They're coming off a 10-game winning season. So one might expect that they would elevate the strength of their schedule to get some premier non-conference wins on their 2025 schedule. However, their non-league schedule is tailor-made to ensure a 10-win season and get into a top 10 level bowl, but not to make them a national contender. Will non-conference wins over Kansas, Central Arkansas, Louisiana, and UMass really help them prepare for wins over quality teams or help them move up into the top 10 poll? The answer is no way. It's just an easy way to chalk up easy wins with probably no serious injuries against overmatched teams, and Mizzou really wants to be a big-time player with the big boys, please schedule like one. Another situation that might turn the heat on at Mizzou is the battle for starting quarterback. As we approach our first first non-league game, Mizzou is intending to split time at the quarterback position between Sam Harn and Bo Pribula. Sam Harn has already signed the Dodgers, but has their approval to play football. The Dodgers selected Harn in the 17th round of the MLB draft. He was rated as the 128th best baseball prospect of this year's class by MLB.com. But Harn notified MLB teams ahead of the draft of his intentions of continuing playing football. My thoughts are, why would Harn take the chance of getting hurt in his second sport, which is football, while a possible baseball career is on his horizon? However, it really is only a possible career after being the 128th pick of the draft doesn't automatically open up the MLB door for him or anyone else. The other quarterback arriving in MU is Bo Pribula. Pribula transferred to Mizzou in late 2024 from Penn State. Pribula is a dual-threat quarterback, but known much more for his athleticism and running ability than his passing skills. He reportedly accepted a substantial name, image, and likeness, codename NIL, deal of $1.5 million to attend Mizzou. So does that mean that Coach Drinkwitz has an obligation to play him? If not, what does that do to his relationship with the alumni and football boosters who pay for that NIL? So we have two quarterbacks, each one receiving money either from an MLB team or NIL money. Pribula transferred out of Penn State. Here are the stats for his career. He completed 26 of 35 passes for 275 yards and 5 touchdowns. He also rushed for a total of 604 yards and 10 touchdowns in 2023 and 24 combined, indicating, to me, is a much larger role in the running game in 2024. His pass stats are very limited, not very sparkling. It makes me think he played primarily in mop-up time, not the first, second, or third quarters. I personally don't think how Coach Drinkwitz can keep them both happy. Why would MU supporters spend money for a backup transfer with Harn already committed? It's a puzzle to me. The fact that Pribula left Penn State when many college football analysts think Penn State could battle for the national title seems very strange to me. If my team had a decent chance of winning a national title, I'd be all in, not transferring out. The heat is on both quarterbacks and Coach Drink. This is a no-win deal for Coach Drink and or Mizzou from my angle. Staying with college football, the heat is on Texas. For the first time in Longhorn history, Texas Longhorns own the number one position in the preseason AP Top 25 voting poll. They're ahead of number 2 Penn State by only 5 points in the closest preseason poll since 1998. Number 3 was Ohio State, and number 4 was Clemson, and at number 5, Georgia. Those following these 4 teams, it's hard to believe that Texas, with its longtime powerful program, has never been picked number 1 in preseason. I think the heat's on Lars Nootbaar, a fan favorite in St. Louis. I guess because of the cheer, Noot, Noot, Noot. In my eyes, Nootbaar is an average major league player. He's not great in any physical category, strength, speed, or quickness. His lifetime batting average is .243. In 2025, Noot holds these batting marks, hitting .244, 13 homers, 44 RBIs, and 4 stolen bases. I know the fans love Noot, but I think he's a very nice guy. But on the field, when I compare him to Nolan Gorman, who's fighting for that same position, who is not a fan favorite because he strikes out frequently, I have a different impression. To me, strikeouts really only matter if there are runners on base. If no one's on base, an out is an out. Both of these batters strike out a lot. Comparing the two players right now in 2025, Newt holds these stats: 378 at-bats, 13 homers, 96 strikeouts, 713 OPS, and a 235 average. Gorman's stats are almost identical: 251 at-bats, 12 homers, 38 RBIs. Now he's got a lot more strikeouts, 88 strikeouts. His OPS is 734, higher than Nootbaar's, and the average is 223. Nootbaar will be 28 years old on September 8th. Gorman is 25. Nootbaar went to arbitration to win his $2.95 million contract last winter. Gorman's salary is $782,900. So Gorman is just above the required minimum of $740,000. You'd be saving over $2 million with this move. I'd be going with Gorman daily. We already know what Nootbaar can do as a regular. Now, let's see what Gorman can do as a regular. Thanks for listening. The heat isn't on you to write a comment, but I hope you will. That wraps up this week's Buzz. Hope you'll join us again next week and bring along some friends. This is Bob Ryan saying so long.